Hey, what is up YouTube? It's Harrison Godfrey / Alpha Wolf Studios here with I Has A Box number 3. This video is actually a little different than my previous I Has A Boxes. It's an update on the figures I have gotten in recent months since my last I Has A Box video. So, without further ado, I would like to first say War for Cybertron Siege Ultra Magnus is a nice figure. I like the blockiness, I like the design, I like the figure in general. The only thing I would do differently would be to, not have so much bulkiness. I do enjoy it though. It's a really nice figure. I, although, preferred the Ultra Magnus from Combiner Wars. So that's the first figure I've gotten in recent time. The second figure is Crosshairs. I know it's a retool and a repaint of Ironhide War for Cybertron Siege, but it is a nice figure. I like the colors. And then it completes that. So that's nice. Next up, I have Thundercracker. Now, I know it looks like the other Rainmakers because it is blue, but if you look close enough, there is a different color scheme. This figure is pretty nice. Although I wish I was able to have acquired Skywarp from War for Cybertron Siege. Unfortunately, I waited too long and now it is out of stock on Amazon. So that happened. Then next on my list that I have is War for Cybertron Siege Starscream. It's a very nice color. I can't wait for the Earthrise mold because that is what I'm primarily waiting for. So yeah, that's basically a repaint. And it is a nice looking figure. I love the color. Next up, we have, which I'm personally a fan of, Ape Face. This Ape Face figure is so nice. Such good colors. I like how they make the white a little different than normal white on some of the figures. It's a very nice figure. I like it. Ape Face I actually found in downtown Manhattan, and it was a great find. So I did an order from Big Bad Toy Store after I had found it. Next up, we have War for Cybertron Siege Astro Train. This one I'm really excited about. I enjoyed having Astro Train as the Titan's Return mold. But this is a very nice figure, personally. I like the color. I like that it transforms into the G1 style locomotive instead of a futuristic diesel locomotive like the Titan's Return one. So this is a very nice mold. I personally enjoy it, and I think it's a nice figure. I like the colors. The gray is very nice on it. But now, getting on to the next figure. I have gotten Generation Select War for Cybertron Siege Lancer. Very excited because now that I have Greenlight Lancer, Chromia, and Firestar. Oh my god, I just said that wrong. I meant Moonracer, Firestar, Chromia, and Greenlight, and Elita 1. I now have all 5 components to make Orthia, the Combiner. Next up, we have Power of the Primes, Ricochet. I waited a while to get this figure, but honestly, I really enjoy it. It's a nice look, although I do have the Power of the Primes Jazz, so I didn't really need to get it, but I kind of wanted it. Then we have Optimus Prime, and I believe this is Alpha Trion. It's been a while since I've looked at the packaging, but these two guys are Power of the Primes Pretender Shells from the Power of the Primes line. These are really nice figures. I personally enjoy them. Next up we have, I believe, Red Heat and Stakeout from War for Cybertron Siege. These are smaller figures. I feel like my Red Heat keeps falling over. It's a nice figure. I do enjoy it. Because it's a fire truck, first of all. Who doesn't enjoy a nice red fire truck? And Stakeout. Stakeout's the police car. They actually go together and form, a specialty a special weapon, which is very nice. Next up, we have Cog Weaponizer from War for Cybertron Siege. Cog, I waited on for a while. I was debating whether I was going to get this figure or not. I decided to get it. Good call on my part. Next up, Generation Select Smokescreen from War for Cybertron Siege line. This is a very nice smokescreen. I personally enjoy the color, the look, and mostly everything about it. Like, it's a really good looking figure. And I now have Blue Streak and Prowl and Smokescreen and Barricade. So I have all of those similar molds of the same-ish figure. Next up, I'm personally proud of this one. Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Ratchet. This is a very nice figure of Ratchet. I have been waiting a long time for a G1 themed Ratchet since the last made G1 themed Ratchet. But this is a really nice mold. I love the figurehead. The head of the figure is so nice and it looks so great. Now, moving on, we've got Cinge from the War for Cybertron Siege remold of Fire Drive Weaponizer. Pretty cool. Or, not Weaponizer, sorry. Battle Master. Target Master. Jeez, I'm having a really off day with naming. Anyways, that is a really cool figure. I also got the Studio Series Drift with the mini Dinobots. Really nice figure. I prefer this one to my Premiere The Last Night Drift because, you know, the paint job's so much better. And it came with the little Dinobots, which is so cute. They are really cute. I really enjoy them. The mini Dinobots are nice little molds. And the fact that they can articulate is really nice. I've got those guys and the mini Pterodactyl. Sorry about the fall over. So yeah, these are some of my new figures. I've also got, since my last video, the Dark of the Moon Studio Series Optimus Prime. I really like it. It's a nice figure. I do not like the backpack, although, because the backpack is very flimsy and, you know, it's kind of a weak design. The mold is great. Love the figure. It's basically, you know, Studio Series Optimus Prime from Transformers the movie, except with a cheap backpack mold. I do like it, though. It's a really nice figure. And now for the piece de resistance of these two other figures are much bigger. And I waited on one of these for a while. The first one is Jetfire. War for Cybertron Siege Jetfire. I really, really, really love this figure. It is so cool. I was waiting on getting it. You see, it's the blaster, weapon, firepower. He's a really nice figure. And I personally enjoy this compared to the Generations Jetfire that came out a few years ago with the Power of the Combiner Wars Leader Class Starscream mold. It basically was the first edition of the same mold, but still, really cool. And last, but not least, because he's mighty, he's big, he is Omega Supreme. I purchased Omega Supreme recently. And man, is this figure huge. Goes about up to my knee. Really nice figure. Really cool. Really big. So, as you can see, I have gotten a lot of new figures in recent months. And that is adding build-up and suspense to my Transformers collection video of 2019, which should be coming out in a few days this year or possibly next year due to the fact that I have been personally busy in my personal life. But stay tuned for more. I'm very excited to share my entire collection with you when the collection video comes out. And as always, this is Harrison Gottfried / Alpha Wolf Studios signing off. See you next time, guys.